ខ្ញុំដឹងថាលោកជាឯកទេសខាងច្បាប់ការអក្រិតកម្មអន្តរជាតិហើយសំណួរខ្ញុំគឺតើលោកក៏ធ្លាប់បានកាន់ក្តីប្រទេសណាមួយទេកន្លងមកបើបានកាន់ក្តីតើមានការជោគជ័យយ៉ាងណាដែរអរគុណ
I know that you are an expert in the ICC law. And have you ever represented any ICC case of any other country before? And if you did, was it successful or not? Or how successful was it?
Well, there's only been about 10 investigations opened in the ICC in the last 12 years. I represented a client in the initial stages. It was the Malian rebel group, the MLA, when they were under investigation by the ICC. That case hasn't gone any further, so on that case I was on the side of the defence. So to the extent it hasn't gone any further, it was a success. But you have to realise that there really hasn't been that many trials. There's only been a handful of trials. There's some pretty bloody murders, some pretty bloody wars out there for the ICC to deal with. But what we have on our side is that we have huge numbers of victims. That we hope will convince the ICC that even though there's no armed conflict in Cambodia, the human rights situation is just as bad as a war. When you have getting on for 1 million people who have become victims of a crime under the ICC statute, then we really hope that this will be compelling and that they will decide to take on the case.
បាទខ្ញុំគាត់សំខេបថាគាត់ធ្លាប់ពាក់ព័ន្ធទៅនឹងពាក្យបណ្ដឹងនៅ ICC គាត់ធ្លាប់ជាមេធាវីការពារក្តីពាក់ព័ន្ធទៅនឹង ICC ផងដែរបាទពោលខ្ញុំចង់បន្ថែមទៅនឹងសំណួរទៅនឹងបាទ
ហើយក៏គាត់បានជោគជ័យត្រង់ថា case ដែលគាត់កាន់នឹងអត់មានដំណើរការទៅមុខអីទេគាត់អាចជួយការពារគេបានជាចម្លើយល្អដែលយើងឮថាគាត់បានជោគជ័យនៅអ្វីដែលគាត់បានធ្វើពីមុនមក
You listed in your strategy that advocacy should be an effort that's sustained while we're waiting to hear from the ICC. Is there any effort to raise awareness for the businesses that are investing in Cambodia because they're kind of creating the conditions for these land grabbings and other atrocities?
Yeah, that's an interesting point, and in fact, the businesses often benefit from this corrupt system. As we know, in all likelihood, they are paying massive bribes to get the concessions. They are then using the state security forces to kick the people off their land, and then they get all the profits. There has been quite a few investigations into some of these businesses. There is a case now before an English court against a company called Tate and Lyle. That's a civil case where villagers from the Kokong area are suing for damages. So the effort to look into the business side of this has really started, and that's certainly something that we can do some more of in the future.
But គ្រាន់តែសង្ខេបថាតើយើងអាចដាក់ពាក្យបណ្ដឹងទាំងឡាយណាទៅពាក់ព័ន្ធទៅនឹងក្រុមឈ្មួញនានាគឺថាកន្លងមកយើងបានមានការតាមដូចថាដាក់ពាក្យបណ្ដឹងប្រឆាំងទៅនឹងអង្គការក្រុមហ៊ុនមួយចំនួនដែលរកស៊ីខាងផ្នែកស្ករហើយ case ហ្នឹងករណីហ្នឹងយើងដឹងទាំងអស់គ្នាហើយជាបងប្អូនខ្លះបានជ្រាបគឺបានដាក់ពាក្យបណ្ដឹងនៅប្រទេសអង់គ្លេសហើយពាក្យបណ្ដឹងនោះត្រូវបានឈ្នះគេកាត់ក្តីឲ្យប្រជាពលរដ្ឋឈ្នះបាទ
សំសួរលោកថាលោកមានដូចថា7,000 នាក់ឲ្យប្រតិបត្តិដល់លោកចុះប្រសិនបើខាងបកមកខាងទៀតគេរលាយយកថ្មីគេសង្កត់ប្រជាជនទៅកម្ពុជាដឹកគេដៃដល់4-10 នាក់គេបន្តទុនលោកវិញលោកគិតយ៉ាងម៉េច
Okay, you have found 770,000 cases to support your case for ICC. No? And what happened if the other party find like a couple of million signatures and file against your case? So what should you do? What's going to happen?
Well, at the moment, at this stage, the other party, there is no other party because they haven't opened an investigation. So there is no possibility at the moment for the ruling elite to file anything before the ICC. If later somebody is indicted and there's an arrest warrant, then at that stage they will get lawyers, and at that stage they can start filing information before the ICC. But if they file 2 million signatures, it doesn't really matter. This is not a democratic election. This is law. So if the evidence is there that crimes were committed, it doesn't matter how many signatures they get that they weren't. The prosecutor will investigate on the basis of the evidence.
តាមពិតសំណួរពិច្រាស់គ្នាទេผมគាត់យល់ឃើញផ្សេងហើយសំណួរផ្សេងតាមពិតទៅពាក្យបណ្ដឹងមិនមែនប្រជាពលរដ្ឋផ្តិតមេដៃគ្រប់គ្រង770,000 នាក់នោះទេហើយគណៈបកប្រជាជនដែលលោកពូលើកឡើងថាបើសិនជាអញ្ចឹងគណៈបកប្រជាជនគាត់ផ្តិតបាន1លាននាក់អីចឹងច្រើនជាងទៅទៀតនេះមិនមែនអញ្ចឹងទេគឺថាពាក់ព័ន្ធទៅនឹងបងប្អូនដែលទទួលរងនៅការរំលោភសិទ្ធិមនុស្សហើយដែលសរុបដែលប៉ាន់ស្មានគឺប្រហែល770,000 នាក់ដែលបានដាក់ពាក្យបណ្ដឹងទៅកាន់ ICC ហ្នឹងបាទអានេះសូមបញ្ច្រាស់គ្នាតិចព្រោះសំណួរហ្នឹងបាទសំណួរខ្ញុំចង់ដឹងថាពេលវេលាដែលតុលាការយកករណីយើងទៅពិនិត្យហើយរហូតដល់សម្រេចហើយទៅពេលប្រហែលខែប្រហែលឆ្នាំព្រោះយើងដឹងថានៅក្នុងឆ្នាំ2007និង2017យើងមានបោះឆ្នោតនៅក្នុងប្រទេសកម្ពុជាយើងហ្នឹងដូច្នេះមកករណីហ្នឹងយកទៅសម្ដេចតុលាការ ICC យកទៅសម្ដេចបានក្នុងឆ្នាំ2017ឬក៏2018គឺស្របពេលវេលាដែលយើងបោះឆ្នោតដូច្នេះយើងមានទម្ងន់សង្ឃឹមថា ICC នឹងបង្ខំពួកគេយើងគេច្រើនគេណា How long it takes to prosecute? Time frames from now to the
we don't know about the time frame. There's nothing in the law that says they have to open an investigation or dismiss by a certain time. So all we can do is guess, and my guess is that they will make their initial decision this year at some point. Let's hope that they go to the next stage, and then the next stage could also take a couple of years. So, but all this is speculation. The cases vary, and I simply can't give a definite answer.
គាត់ចង់បាទសំណួរគុំមានសំខាន់ហើយចង់បញ្ជាក់បងប្អូនថាគឺថាអត់ដឹងទេបងប្អូនអត់ដឹងពេលវេលាពិតប្រាកដថាត្រូវតែមានច្បាប់ណាដែលកំណត់ថាមួយឆ្នាំឬក៏អីទេប៉ុន្តែអ្វីដែលគាត់មានសង្ឃឹមថាតុលាការកិច្ចកម្មអន្តរជាតិនឹងអាចនឹងបើកការស៊ើបអង្កេតជាបឋមនៅចុងឆ្នាំនេះបាទ
ICC
បាទដូច្នេះខ្ញុំចង់បញ្ជាក់ថាដើម្បីឲ្យបានដូចចិត្តបងប្អូនឲ្យគេបើកការស៊ើបអង្កេតហ្នឹងតើបងប្អូនក្រោកឈរឡើងគ្រប់គ្រងទៅដល់ពាក្យបណ្ដឹងហ្នឹងបាទបើសិនជាយើងជាអ្នកឈឺចាប់មិនក្រោកឈរមិនក្រោកមិនទៀមទារកយុត្តិធម៌ថាឲ្យអ្នកណាគេទៅរកឲ្យយើងមានតែយើងណាជួយទៅបាទលោក Richard ជាជនជាតិអង់គ្លេសបងប្អូនមិនមែនជាជនជាតិខ្មែរទេតែគាត់មានបេះដូងស្រឡាញ់ប្រជាពលរដ្ឋខ្មែរដូច្នេះយើងជាឈាមជ័រជាខ្មែរជាមួយនឹងបងប្អូនយើងនៅក្នុងស្រុកក្រោកឈរឡើងបងប្អូនគ្រប់គ្រងទៅដល់កិច្ចខិតខំប្រឹងប្រែងរបស់លោក Richard Roger ក្នុងការស្វែងរកយុត្តិធម៌ជូនជនរងគ្រោះខ្មែរយើងបាទ
So that was the last question, and we appreciate you so much for coming through the United States, not just Modesto. You got plans to go. I know Long Beach was the first stop, Modesto the second, Seattle the third, Tacoma the fourth, and then you have Philadelphia, Minnesota, Washington D.C. in 2 places. So you're very busy. We appreciate so much.
smile.